When's the last time you sat in a room by yourself without reaching for your phone? No music, no TV, no scrolling, just you and the silence. I'm not talking about 5 seconds before the anxiety kicks in. I'm talking about an hour, a whole damn hour, with nothing but your own thoughts for company. You can't do it, can you? Most people can't. Hell, most people would rather get punched in the face than sit alone with themselves for 60 minutes. And that's the problem. We've built this world where being alone feels like punishment, like something's wrong with you if you're not constantly connected, constantly validated, constantly surrounded by noise. But here's the thing. There was a man who figured this out 400 years ago, a guy who won over 60 duels to the death before he turned 30. And you know what he realized? That most people are full of crap. That society is a trap designed to keep you weak. And that real strength comes from learning to walk alone. His name was Miyamoto Musashi, and before he died, he walked up a mountain and wrote down 21 rules for living. He called it the Dokkodo, the way of walking alone. No fluff, no philosophy degree required. Just raw, brutal truths about how to live without needing anyone or anything. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is some samurai stuff from ancient Japan. What's that got to do with me? Everything. Because the game hasn't changed. The uniforms are different, but it's the same war. Back then, people tied themselves down with honor codes and social obligations that got them killed. Today, we tie ourselves down with social media and fake friends and jobs we hate because we're terrified of being alone. Musashi saw through all of it. This guy didn't just win fights. He walked away from the whole system. No family, no school, no master. He became a legend by refusing to need anything from anyone. And right before he died in a cave in 1645, he wrote down his rules. Not suggestions, rules. Let me hit you with a few of these. Rule 1. Accept everything just the way it is, not how you wish it was, not how it should be according to your Instagram feed, how it actually is right now. Your job sucks. Your relationship is dead. You're out of shape. Accept it. Stop lying to yourself. That's where it starts. You can't fix anything until you stop pretending everything's fine. Rule 2. Do not seek pleasure for its own sake. Think about that. Every dopamine hit you chase, every scroll through social media looking for likes, every weekend you drink yourself stupid because you can't handle being sober with your own thoughts. Musashi is telling you that's poison. Pleasure is a trap. It makes you soft. It makes you dependent. Real satisfaction comes from doing hard things, not from numbing yourself with easy ones. Rule 7. Never be jealous. How much of your mental energy gets burned up comparing yourself to other people? That guy's got a better car. She's got a better body. They've got a better life. Meanwhile, you're sitting there letting jealousy eat you alive. Musashi didn't have time for that garbage. He was too busy becoming the best swordsman in Japan. Jealousy is just fear dressed up as resentment. It's your ego telling you that you're not enough. Shut that voice down. Here's my favorite. Rule 8. Never let yourself be saddened by a separation. People come and go. Relationships end. Friends move away. That job you loved disappears. And we spend so much time grieving what's gone that we can't see what's in front of us. Musashi is saying, let it go. Attachment is suffering. The moment you need something outside yourself to feel complete, you've already lost. Walk alone. Keep moving. Rule 13. Do not seek to possess either goods or fiefs. In modern language, stop trying to accumulate crap you don't need. That sneaker collection, that expensive car, that house that's too big. We think possessions make us free, but they do the opposite. They chain us down. They force us to keep jobs we hate. They make us afraid to take risks. Musashi lived out of a bag. He owned a sword and the clothes on his back, and he was freer than 99% of people walking around today. Now here's where it gets real. Musashi wasn't some monk hiding from the world. This was a killer, a guy who'd face another trained fighter, and only one of them would walk away. He lived in violence. He understood fear on a level most of us never will. And even he said the path to strength is solitude. Why? Because when you're alone, you can't lie to yourself. There's no audience to perform for, no friends to validate your excuses, no social media to tell you you're special. It's just you and reality. And reality doesn't care about your feelings. It doesn't care if you're tired or scared or uncomfortable. It just is. Most people run from this. They fill every second of their day with noise, podcasts, music, Netflix, scrolling, texting, anything to avoid sitting with themselves. Because they know if they stop for even a second, they'll have to face the truth. That they're not happy, that they're living someone else's life, that they've been lying to themselves for so long, they don't even know who they are anymore. Solitude strips all that away. It forces you to confront yourself. And yeah, it's uncomfortable as hell at first. You'll feel anxious, you'll feel lonely. Your brain will scream at you to pick up the phone, to call someone, to distract yourself. That's normal. That's the addiction talking. You've been using other people and external validation like a drug. And now you're going through withdrawal. But if you push through it, something changes. You start to realize you don't need all that noise. You start to hear your own voice again. Not the voice that's been trained by society to want the right things and say the right things. Your real voice, the one that knows what you actually want, the one that knows what you need to do. This is what Musashi understood. Being alone isn't about hating people or becoming some hermit in the woods. It's about building a foundation inside yourself that doesn't depend on anything external. It's about becoming so solid in who you are that you don't need validation. You don't need approval. You don't need comfort. Think about the strongest people you know. Really strong. Not fake Instagram strong. I mean the ones who've been through hell and came out the other side. What do they have in common? They don't need you. They don't need anyone. They're complete on their own. That's not coldness. That's power. Because when you don't need anything from the outside world, nothing can control you. You can't be manipulated. You can't be bought. You can't be broken by a breakup or a job loss or someone's opinion. You're free. Actually free. Not the fake freedom we sell ourselves where we're free to choose between 50 brands of the same garbage. Real freedom. The kind that comes from knowing you can handle whatever life throws at you because you've already handled the hardest thing. Yourself. Musashi wrote the Dokkodo when he knew he was dying. These weren't theories. This was the final wisdom of a man who'd lived harder than most people can imagine. And his message was simple. Learn to walk alone. Not because people are worthless, but because your strength can't come from them. So here's what I want you to do. Turn everything off. Phone on airplane mode. No music. No TV. Just sit there. 1 hour. Just you. See what comes up. See what thoughts you've been running from. See what truths you've been avoiding. It's going to be uncomfortable. Good. Growth is uncomfortable. Weakness is comfortable. And once you can sit with yourself for an hour without losing your mind, you've taken the first step. You've proven you don't need the noise. You've proven you can face yourself. That's more than 90% of people will ever do. The way of walking alone isn't easy. Musashi never promised easy. He promised strength. He promised clarity. He promised freedom. But you have to be willing to let go. Let go of the need for approval. Let go of the addiction to distraction. Let go of the comfort of the crowd. Walk alone, not forever, not as a punishment, but long enough to remember who you are, long enough to build something inside yourself that can't be shaken, long enough to become dangerous. Because a person who doesn't need anything is the most dangerous person in the room. Not dangerous in a violent way, dangerous because they can't be controlled, can't be bought, can't be broken. That's what Musashi was trying to tell us. The real battle isn't with swords, it's with yourself. And the only way to win is to stop running. So stop running, sit down, shut up, and listen to the silence. Your life is waiting for you there.